Welcome back to another episode of Brass and Beer. Today we're going to be doing a little history video on this Mauser Werke. I actually did a video last week of it, and it's the review video for it. And then the week before that, or it might have been 2 weeks before, I did a shooting video. So if you haven't seen those yet, please go check them out. And other than that, we're going to get into the actual history of this gun. One other thing to really think about on this too is this is just kind of the limited research that I've done online. So of course nothing is really notable or confirmed or anything like that. So with all that being said, let's get into it. So the Mauser Werke is a 22 long rifle, or as it says on the gun, a Patron 22, which Patron meaning cartridge. The history behind this gun is obscure. There are countless articles online with different opinions. One of my favorite articles I have read about this rifle is it being a German 22 sniper rifle in World War II. It seems hard to believe, but once I read on, it made a little bit more sense to me. The Germans would take these rifles and go up in the hills or on buildings and hide, and then when they saw an enemy tank rolling through, they would, if they saw a head, they would take a shot. It's pretty scary because, they're so quiet, they would just make a small crack sound, especially over the roar of a tank. No one would ever hear it. Enemy soldiers or Americans would just look over and see a pencil-sized hole in someone with blood coming out of it. So it's pretty terrifying if you really think about it. You know, not knowing where that shot come from. I'm sure everybody taking cover at that point. But as terrifying as that story sounds, I've not been able to find a valuable source to confirm it. So if you know of any source online, I'd love to check it out. Another curious one I read was the German soldiers would use these guns to train with. It seems a little bit more believable being its accuracy of this particular rifle and how cheap 22 is to shoot. Also, I researched the possibility of this gun being an SS youth training rifle. Again, another, I would say, bigger possibility because 22 being with youth, there's not a whole lot of kick. And then again, just because it's so easy to shoot. Last but not least, I did a little bit more research on Mauser just producing these rifles as far as just a common sporting or hunting rifle, and that seems like it's definitely a little bit more of a possibility. You know, small varmint, squirrels, rabbits, that kind of thing. Again, just a bigger possibility for this particular cartridge size, and I would say they were kind of mass produced. There's nothing really too rare about them. One cool thing about them though is I did find a book online. And you can find it like, common websites such as Amazon. And for about $100 to $200 you can purchase it. And I believe it just has basically all the information on this particular rifle or other models that are really similar to it. A little expensive as far as my opinion goes on it, but if you're really into these rifles, I read good opinions on that book, so I would probably recommend it as well. Again, all I can say about everything I talked about today is that stories are stories. They're passed from generation to generation, and as they travel from ear to ear, they might be stretched a little bit. So we don't really know what's true. My guess would probably be Mauser just produced it as a common sporting/hunting rifle. Unfortunately, there's some other cool stories out there that would make it a cool history behind this rifle, but it's most common that they were just a hunting or sporting rifle. So with that being said, if you have any more information on these that maybe I didn't touch over on this video, please leave it in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, please leave me a subscribe. And other than that, thanks for watching.